beautiful night. It's August 15th, 2025, 9:47 p.m. And I'm overlooking Roosevelt High School in Yonkers, right off of Central Avenue, Tuckahoe Road. Ridge Hill is all the way in the lights back there. Just came on real quick. Tomorrow is my birthday, 8:38 a.m., I believe. 52 years old. Can't believe it. You know, when I hit 50, I couldn't believe it. Like hitting 50 was like a turning point, right? Like up until 50, I felt kind of young, even though, I don't know, I think I look younger than I am. I dress younger than I am. I talk younger than I am. You know, back in the days, the Golden Girls were like 50, and look how old they look. But with that being said, once I hit 50, I felt like it was a turning point. I mean, man, it's almost hard to believe. What I'm gonna do, one of the series of videos is gonna be me getting in shape for the last time. I mean, I'm not in terrible shape. I'm not in, the greatest shape, but I'm not in the worst shape either. If it wasn't for my bad back, I have a back disease that I can't pronounce, where the bones get fused, and a locus spondylosis. I don't know, some crazy thing like that. I also have Crohn's disease, and I had surgery in my stomach. So I have something getting me from the back and the front. But I feel like if I don't get in shape again, it'll never happen. So I have one more chance. And what's crazy is I actually have the time to do it. I just don't. But yeah, 52 years old tomorrow. I used to have my mom, I was born at 8:38, I believe, in the morning. When she was alive, she would call me. And ever since I was about 2 years old, she had a record, and it was called Zoom. A matter of fact, I still have the record because when she died, she put it on the side so I would find it. It was like those floppy records where you had to put pennies on it. But anyway, it's Zoom. And you could still find, if you look up birthday song Zoom or Mr. Zoom, he'll come up still. And it's almost the exact same song. It's a little different, but you could tell it's like the same voice. And man, my mom played that for me every year. I think it says on the record when she bought it. So maybe not two. I may have been 73, 4, 5, 6. May have been 3 or 4 when she bought it. And she played it every single birthday until she passed away 2 Octobers ago. Well, what's crazy is the last birthday she played it, she died October 2nd, 2022. So the last birthday she played it for me was August 16th, 2022. And I overslept. So it went into my answering machine. And I'm almost happy it did because I have her voice saying, happy birthday, son, love you. And then she played the record. And then at the end of the record, she said, okay, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you for your birthday. But I wouldn't have had it on message if I didn't oversleep. So I guess things happen for a reason. So now I have her message and the song. Tomorrow I'll be up before that, but at 8:48 or 8:38, I'll play her message again. But yeah, it's crazy being 52. Well, tomorrow 52. I remember when my parents were in their 40s, I was already in my 20s because my mom had me at like 22 or 3, something like that. And I remember thinking how old they were. And here I am, 52. And I promise tomorrow, I don't know what time I'm going to go live. It could be late, it could be early, but I promise to give a minimum of one thing away from my birthday. Depends on if they live in the lower 48 states. I'll let that person pick between an RC car or a video game. If the person happens to live outside of the 48 states, I'll get them a digital code for either the PS5 or the Switch. But that was my promise. I promised a few people a week back, and I just haven't been on live or even making videos in the last few days. Sometimes you get stuck in a rut and you don't make videos, and right now I'm overlooking Central Avenue in Yonkers, my second home away from home. I don't live here, but growing up, living on the Bronx Mount Vernon border, but we always went to Yonkers, and now I'm at my dad's. I remember coming to Dragon's Den on Central Avenue in the 80s to get baseball cards. Then they moved to Cross County, and I don't know what happened to them. They vanished, and it looked like they were doing good in Cross County. They had a huge store with video games and everything, and then something happened. It just vanished. What happened? I don't know. I just like it here. It's peaceful. It's peaceful, but it's a little more lively. Like where I live is quiet. Like right now, everything's shut down where I live. At least here, Yonkers, it's not as busy as the Bronx, but you still have a little action going on. Where I live, forget it. You don't get no action. You know, coming from the Bronx, I was used to going to the store whenever I want, 24 hours a day. Going to get Peppino's Pizza at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now by 9 o'clock, the pizzerias are shut down. And what's funny is I was just mentioning Peppino's Pizza. They were off 241st and White Plains Road. It's still there, but it's not the same owners. The old owners of that Peppino's actually opened up another Peppino's right over here now on Tuckahoe Road. Same brothers, Carmine and John. I didn't try the pizza yet. The food I did try a few times, and that was no good. I hate to say it, that was no good. Maybe the pizza's better, but the lasagna we got once was miserable, and we got something else once, no good. But full circle, they went from 241st, they sold it, probably made a fortune. That Peppino's Pizzeria was probably worth 7 figures. I mean, they were busy all night to 2, 3 in the morning. And they didn't do delivery, which is crazy. They tried to do delivery a few times, but it wasn't big. You know, I left there in the mid-90s, but I was still there until early 2000. And Peppino's, they tried to do delivery, but they never, it didn't last. They made all their money with traffic. I mean, crazy traffic. But yeah, tomorrow, 52 years old or 52 years young. Every year I treat myself to a few things. For my 50th birthday, for my 49th birthday, I treated myself to a bunch of PlayStation 5 or Switch limited edition games, the ones that come with like all the little tchotchkes in it, and a few other things. For my 50th, I bought myself the Durango Hellcat. Last year, I bought myself a bunch of RCs, and this year, I bought myself a bunch of RCs, but I also bought myself a few handheld arcade thingies. Even though I don't play handheld games too much, there was 2 of them that I really thought were cool. An Ambernick slide and an Ambernick flip, but I didn't get the Ambernick one. I bought the Mayo one, however you say it. I bought me the Bigfoot 50th anniversary from Traxxas for my birthday. I bought a few Traxxas Snap-on RCs for my birthday. My wife bought me a few different things for RCs, an RC car. I don't know which one yet. I have a feeling I know, but I don't know 100%. She bought me pieces of a crawler kit because I'm building a crawler course, a huge one. So she bought me some pieces for that. And I also have some other RCs coming tomorrow that I bought for myself. I also finally gave in and bought the Relario AK. I think it's the 787, the one with the wing that goes up and down. I had the other one, because they have 2-speed cars. I had the other one since last year, and I kept looking at this one, and I finally gave in. I didn't want to give in because it has clips, and I don't like RCs with clips. It's just, I really like the car, so I gave in. I sold a few of the RCs I don't love on eBay. Gave a few people a few good deals because if you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you automatically get 10% on top of my price on eBay. So I had a few people take advantage. One bought a Granite, and somebody else bought 2 Groms. All they did is send me a message saying they were a subscriber. I looked them up, sent them the link. And that doesn't, it's not like it's a one-time purchase, or it's not like when you join a mailing list, they send you a code for like 10% off one time. My eBay is 10% off as long as you're a subscriber. One of the many ways I just like giving back to the community when I can. Yeah, it's nice out over here. But anyway, like I said earlier, I'll be on tomorrow for my birthday. I may even come on a few times. I don't know what time. I have some people coming over I'm using these mobile detailers for the first time tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to detail 2 of my cars. I'm using them for the first time. I had some guys who were really good, and then they moved to Florida. And then everybody else who wanted to do mobile detailing was trying to charge like stupid prices. Like it didn't even make sense. So I found a company who they were actually at DJ Envy's car show today. So it looks like they do good work and they're really reasonable prices. So I'll give them a shot tomorrow. I tried washing my own cars. It's not worth the time. I bought all the accessories, bought everything, but I mean, it could take me just to do my truck. It takes hours, and when I'm done, I just hate it. So if I could find somebody who could do it again. I used to get my car washed almost every day. I would take it to Lorenzo Tint. He had somebody who used to wash cars going back 20 years ago, 25, more than that, 25, 30 years ago. And if it wasn't raining, he was my first stop every day. No exaggeration. I would get my car washed 4 or 5 times a week. Get my hair cut every 5 days. Man, so much has changed because now I'll get, a haircut every 2 months. And my car washed professionally. I don't think I ever took my Hellcat there. I take it through drive-thrus and they suck. The last drive-thru in White Plains I drove through, well, I don't drive through. It goes through. On the other side, when I drove away, I noticed it was so bad, I don't even know how they stay in business. And to be honest, it's almost the price of a hand wash now. Those ones that you drive through could end up costing you 30-something bucks. And you get shit out of it. Sometimes you're in a rush, so you do it, but never again. You only drive through in Yonkers. The only drive through around here that's not bad is Oakley's. I guess that's Yonkers on Central. They're a little pricey, but they have a 48-hour guarantee. So if you get a car wash today and it rains tomorrow, you could still drive through it again for free. They won't do the interior again, but you could go drive through it again, which is always great. Because even if it don't rain, let's say you get a car wash today, but you're out all day like I used to be, I would take it back 2 days later, go through it for free. So even if you spend 40 bucks, it's still like getting a car wash for 20 bucks each. And they do a good job. The one in White Plains had a few women at the end that looked like they were 60 years old trying to drive the car. It's like, they can't. I'm 52 and I could barely do it. You can't have these people do it. I mean, they're not going to do a good job. I mean, I don't even necessarily blame them because they're so old, but that's not a job for them. Unless if they just couldn't get anyone else to drive the cars that day. But man, what a job they did. But again, I'll be on tomorrow, maybe once, maybe twice. And I promised the people I spoke to last week that even if there's only one person online, I don't care if there's one, I'll still give that one person their choice if they live in the lower 48 states. And I had people win stuff before. Matter of fact, if you look at one of my videos, he left the message saying that he got, what he was supposed to get, et cetera, et cetera. I don't play around. I don't BS. The only thing is I'm actually going away Sunday. So whoever wins tomorrow, it won't go out until Friday, which only because I'm going on vacation. And I can't ship it where I'm going to be in Pennsylvania. I can't ship it in Pennsylvania. So I even have my eBay store on vacation already because I don't want no one to buy something I can't ship. Matter of fact, another subscriber bought my Gravedigger, my 8 scale. I wasn't even shipping it. It was a non-shippable truck because it was too big. But a subscriber really wanted it, so I went out of my way, got a box big enough, packed it up, and I shipped it. Just because it was a subscriber and he really, really wanted it, I didn't want to let him down. So I shipped it even though originally I didn't want to. It's not that I didn't want to, I just didn't have a box that big. Now I'm going to ship a few other big, not ship, but I'm going to put a few other big RCs up for sale for local only. One is the Volario 07, the big 7 scale monster truck, not monster truck, the 7 scale crawler that has like the TP top. And I'm going to also get rid of the 7 scale FMS Bronco. Never used either one of them. Well, the orange Volario I took outside for like 5 minutes, but just used it in my driveway. And the FMS Bronco 8 scale, 7 scale, I didn't use at all. Both of them I want local because I don't have more boxes again. All right, I'm out of here, people. I will be going live tomorrow for sure. Like I said, for my birthday, probably more than once. For some reason, birthdays and New Year's are 2 days that I could just sit and reminisce forever. So somebody's gonna have the brunt of me yapping all day. All right, guys. I'll see everyone tomorrow on the birthday. Ciao.